Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, Husk, what's up? Living your truth. I know what I want and I know what I need. Living my truth is really hard, but it's setting me free. Ain't got no time for the faking, cause the love is the point. If they knock me down, then I get up. Dust myself off, love myself in the best way. They want you to fall and have nothing to say. Don't make a move, don't make a move, don't make a sound, don't make a sound. I've come too far, to give up now. I know that's right. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. What's up to everybody up top? How y'all doing? What's up to everybody in the middle? How y'all doing? And what's up to everybody down here around me? How's it going? Today we are talking about goal setting. Okay, one of my favorite things to do, because when it comes to goal setting, I'm being intentional about my personal growth, and I'm being intentional about what I want to get accomplished in my life. No matter how small, medium-sized, or large the goal is, you can obtain it. It's all about believing in yourself. That's what it's about. You must believe in what you want to do. See yourself in your vision. I teach this on a regular basis now. I share and show and assist people in being better versions of themselves. I am finding that I'm very much in love with what I do. I mean, it does give me a dopamine rush. I appreciate the transparency and the courage that my members have. They share with me, and I can see where sometimes it can be a little awkward or uncomfortable or foreign. And so I'm very mindful of that, right? Because that is a part of my job as a coach. I am there as a gentle reminder. I'm not the coach who's telling you what to do. We're having a conversation. Your voice matters. Your opinion matters. And so I want you to feel empowered, even when we just have a meeting or a talk. So, for those that don't know, the goal setting theory is and involves the development of an action plan designed in order to motivate and guide a person or group toward a goal. Goals are more deliberate than desires and momentary intentions. Therefore, setting goals means that a person has committed thought, emotion, and behavior towards attaining the goal. That's me. I've done all of those things. I continue to do those things every single day. And so I'm hoping that you're feeling my passion. I hope that you're feeling my love coming through my actions and the words that I'm speaking to you, because that is the intent as well. Goal setting will help you grow as an individual, as a friend, as a family member, as a lover, as a husband, as a wife, as an employee. It will help you grow. You will become more happy. You will find that you will love challenging yourself. And you will find that when it comes to fear, you are able to face it, address it, and move on. So goal setting isn't just for obtaining the goal, but there are so many gems that come from goal setting, okay? There are 5 steps in goal setting also. Brainstorm actionable objectives, identify realistic and specific goals, break down goals into smaller steps, one of my favorites, identify possible obstacles, another one of my favorites, and schedule a time frame, another one of my favorites. Because it all spells out intention. See, we're not going to get to where we want to go. We're not going to get to have the things that we want by just talking about them. We have to put action into what we want. We have to look at where and how we are going to travel, the road we're going to build, the plan we're going to execute to get there. Visualize, plan, execute, results, a course that I offer. Okay, that's for another conversation, but you can check out thebodysynthesis.com for more information. Now, goal setting is for everyone, but everyone doesn't really want to be for goal setting. So therefore, I see many opportunities in people like that. People that are perhaps blocking their blessings. They're stuck in their own way. And some people don't even realize they're doing it until you have that conversation, until they feel comfortable enough, included enough to actually share insights about some of their vulnerabilities. There's a lot of strength in vulnerabilities, ladies and gentlemen, and children with their parents' permission listening to today's show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. We'll be right back.
Sit tight. We're paying some bills, and we'll be right back.
The funky land fools us. Boom the funk, boom the funk, the funky land fools us.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. Today we're talking about goal setting. Look, there's types of goals. There's many types of goals, but we're going to talk about 3 types of goals, okay? There are various types. And so we have to know what they are when we encounter them or when we want to put them into effect. Number 1, the short-term goals. Short-term goals are smaller goals, all right, that are achievable in a short time frame, perhaps 2 months, 3 months, something like that, maybe even 6 months, depending on what you deem as being short-term. These are meant to motivate a person, okay, right here. These are meant to help you get closer to your goals, okay? Short-term goals include running a certain distance in a day. Say you want to run for 2 minutes, or you want to run for like maybe 500 feet. That's cool. That's a short-term goal. Remember to keep in mind the compound effect, okay? Also, clearing out your inbox and your email. Something I try to do all the time. I definitely keep my the trash inbox empty because that's just something I do. And also the promotions inbox. But nonetheless, short-term goals will help us get to those longer or those bigger goals that we may have in mind. And then, of course, long-term goals. These are big goals, right? These goals require more time and hard work to achieve. These are important goals to set and define, as long-term future goals tend to be more ambitious. I am involved in quite a few of those right now. Long-term goals include getting a teaching position, perhaps, building a house, okay, or becoming fluent in another language. I have been polishing up on my habla español. So, I relate to all of this because I like to challenge myself and I love to challenge myself. I mean, there's something about that, like being able to grow, right? After high school and college, you don't just stop learning, do you? I mean, you shouldn't, at least not because I say so, but I believe that, getting better is pretty sexy if I don't say so myself. And then there's life goals, right? These are typically some ultimate goal toward which the other goals serve as milestones. Life goals are very big picture and can include the goal of being a professional artist, running an independent company or business, creating an alternative education system. That's pretty dope. And then, of course, life goals are not limited to work-related performance goals. They can also involve your personal life and emotional well-being. I love life goals because I'm involved in life goals. My wife and I are involved in life goals, and life goals are exciting. Like, we have vacations planned in the future where we've already put deposits down. Like, how's that for being intentional? Like, you don't want to lose your money, right? So you definitely, you want to have some skin in the game, as they say, right? You want to put some money down. And so that means you've already made the investment. Therefore, you're speaking to your intent of actually traveling to these places, like myself and Mrs. Garrett. So I love that. Everything begins with being creative, right? Brainstorming, right? This is typical goal setting right here. It's one-on-one type stuff. So that's really helpful as well. Also, be able to break down your goals into those smaller steps, as I talked about earlier, stepping it out. Something I do on a regular basis. I'm so grateful and thankful that I actually have this type of approach to goal setting, because I can get overwhelmed very easy by looking at the big picture and thinking like, damn, I got to do all this right now. No, You just do a little bit every day. That probably is one of the quickest ways to obtain a goal, doing something that gets you closer to that goal every day. I also at times can procrastinate. I'm being completely transparent because I know a lot of people also struggle with that. It's not a bad thing. Be flexible with yourself. I had to learn that. Okay, I had to learn to be more graceful with myself because I could be pretty hard on myself, like many people can be, right? I'm not alone in that regard. I know a lot of leaders who are very regiment, they're very hard on themselves, but I'm here to let you know you can love yourself through the process. Be flexible. It's okay. If you don't get to all of the boxes that you wanted to check, perhaps you get to half of those boxes, and that's great too. This is really about also self-love. And that's why I will always mention things like, showing grace to yourself, holding space for yourself to process, because taking on goals is also a production in itself. Not an overwhelming one. Doesn't have to be, but I understand how it can be. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We'll be right back. What you say?
I heard it through the grapevine.
Remember, practice positive self-talk. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Welcome back to Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am Tavares. Today we're talking about goal setting, and I'm going to share 7 elements of goal setting with you right now. Intended results. Now, when you start goal setting, you want to have an idea of what you're looking to accomplish. So when it comes to stepping these things out, you can lead yourself into having intended results. These are results that you believe and know you should come across in your efforts of accomplishing your goals. And then future vision. I talk about this all the time. Visualize. This is a part of Visualize, Plan, Execute, Results. It's my Viper program. And so you have to see yourself in your vision. Do you see yourself in your vision? When you close your eyes and you imagine what you want, do you see yourself? Mrs. Garrett and I, we have a vision wall. Some people have a vision board. Some people keep notes in their phone. All of it is helpful. We just chose to do the wall. Looks like a shrine. But we basically love on this shrine every morning and every night before we go to bed. We see it first thing in the morning. It's the last thing we see at night as well. I read every single note that's on this collage of images, of beautiful images that represent her and I and then us together. They represent things that we want to do, things that we're doing currently. Okay. And so when we look at that, we realize that we're also manifesting it. And then I take my hand and I kiss my hand and I put my hand on each image on the wall to make sure I drive my energy intentionally right into those images. All right. The next one, skills. Understand your skills, understand your strengths, and understand your weaknesses. Perhaps you want to write these down. Okay. Look at them. Pay attention to them. This is a part of your process. Also, milestones. These are great for benchmarking. They're great for process. They're great for the progress as well. It's a great way to grade yourself, to really keep yourself accountable. I've done this many, many times, and I still do it today. And then, of course, rewards. Are you rewarding yourself? Are you giving yourself a pat on the back? Are you going in the mirror, doing Tavares' famous mirror talk and saying, hey, you know what? Great job today. I see you. Well done. This is important. It's important that we acknowledge ourselves first in the morning and the last one to see us at night when we look in the mirror and love on ourselves. That's right. Breathe in peace, breathe out love. You get what I'm saying? This is all relative and relevant. And then, of course, the last one, action plans. Do you have an action plan in mind? Can you put together an outline of an action plan? Doesn't have to be super detailed, but it should correspond with your goals and with how you're arranging them, how you're stepping them out. Step 1, step 2, step 3. This is what I mean when I say stepping them out. All of this is very helpful. All of this will absolutely, that's a brand new word. This will absolutely get you to your goals. This will absolutely help you to obtain your desires, your wants, your needs. And also, let's be very clear about something. Your wants are not your needs, and your needs are not your wants. They're two different things. Please know the difference, okay? We're looking to build you. So this isn't about chasing money or getting rich. It may or may not be for some people, but I tell you, if we focus on being better human beings, if we focus on our spirit and our ability to nurture our spirit, because everything is indeed connected, then I bet you will have everything you've ever wanted. And while you have it, you'll be able to be at peace within yourself, meaning you'll have legit happiness. Not happy because you got $1 million in the bank, but happy because you were obedient to yourself. And you did the work. You dig what I'm saying? That's very important that we understand our spirit in the process, because it's necessary to be our better selves when we get into this space. You're about to go into an evolution experience. So you want all of you to be available, mind, body, spirit. You're going to need you as you evolve. Make no mistake. Alcohol's not going to help you. Drugs aren't going to help you. You are going to help you. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We will be right back. Don't forget to pick up my new book, Kissed by the Wind, A Book of Poems and Passions, Volume 3, out now on Amazon Books. Go ahead and search Tavares Allen Garrett and get yourself a copy. Thank you for your support. Get your next nutrition coach at thebodysynthesis.com today. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. Today we are talking about goal setting. That's right. And how it looks for everyone. The experiences people may have about it. I know I've had anxiety with goal setting. However, I kept going. Because there was something that I wanted. I made sure that there was something that was motivating me. And really, the motivation came from me. And then, of course, what I want, right? But I had to build momentum. What's a better way to build momentum than creating a goal-setting list, right? And by the way, excuse me, the definition of goal setting is the acronym SMART. It means specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound objectives, okay? That's the acronym for goal setting. Now, there are 3 types of goals, and you're going to hear me mention this a few times throughout this show. And so we have the first, which is process goals. These are specific actions, right? This is something that is 100% controllable by the individual. So you're in control here, just like I'm in control here. We have the power. We have to believe in ourselves and be disciplined. That's huge. Okay, we can't break the commitment to ourselves. We can't ghost ourselves. And then there's performance goals, right? This is going to be based on an individual standards. So this could be something like obtaining a 4.0 GPA. This could be something like finishing a 2-mile, run or something like that. Performance goals. And then of course your outcome, which is based on, for some, winning. For others, it could be landing a job, things of that nature. It's important that we know the differences between the goals because we want the right thing to drive you. And then, of course, the 4 C's of goal setting, right? You have context, clarity, conditions, and commitment. I'll say those again. Context, clarity, conditions, and commitment. The 4 C's of goal setting. What are you looking to do and why? And then, of course, how clear are you? Because the better the clarity, the better chance that you have to obtain the goal. That is for sure. And then the conditions of where you are, perhaps your environment, not just your living environment, everything that you're involved in. The company that you keep, the music that you listen to, the vibrations that you allow to come into your life. Are you around like-minded people, or are you around a bunch of folks who don't really care about where they are in life? That matters. And then, of course, I mentioned moments ago, commitment. How strong is your adherence level to you? Are you the kind of person that's easily distracted by a phone call, a text, a TV show? Because these are things that you're going to change. You're going to make adjustments to these things because they're going to be necessary for you to, you got it, obtain your goals. You also have the 4 P's of goal setting. They are be positive, okay? Personal, okay? Possible, okay? Prioritized, okay? That's what I'm talking about. The 4 P's of goal setting. I'll say them again. Positive, personal, positive, personal, possible, and prioritize. You kind of got them 2.5 times. And that's by design. See, when it comes to goal setting, well, of course we want them to be positive, right? I don't think anyone sets a goal to be negative. They shouldn't, And then, of course, personal. This definitely needs to hit different for you, the same way it hits different for me. And then, of course, is it possible? What are the possibilities? Is it likely that we will, or we will? Because there's a difference in the mindset. And then, of course, prioritized. Where does it fall on our to-do list? That's going to depend on the context and how important this goal is and how important you want it for yourself. Because remember, this is all about the self. We are the architects of our reality. It's our job to do the work. It's no one else's responsibility to do our work on ourselves. Not my wife, not a husband, you know what I'm saying? Like, not the boyfriend, not the girlfriend, not the cousin, not the mistress, not the nothing. It's a one-on-one job to help and love the self. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares, and we'll be right back. Hey, Tavares here from Living Your Truth with Tavares. Always take time for your mental health. You matter. You are very important, and many people love having you around. So take the time for your mental health. I know life can get crazy. I know we all get busy. I know we got to be here, there, here. Oh yeah, and can't forget that meeting. I get it. But take the time to give yourself enough time so that you can cruise along into your day and about your day. There's no need to be playing catch up throughout the day. We all hate that feeling. I know I do. I can't stand rushing. It gets on my last nerve. So I do myself the honor and the privilege of giving myself a bit more time just so that I don't have to rush. There's no need to build up all that angst, all that cortisol inside your body, all that adrenaline. It's not good for you. So give yourself the time and have a great day. We'll see you next week. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. I am so happy to be here with you guys, as I am every Saturday. Today we're talking about goal setting. We've already went through the 4 C's, we went through the 4 P's, and now we're going into the 3 R's. Rigorous, realistic, and results focused. Are we setting an ambitious goal? Okay. Are we setting a goal that is in line with perhaps you're in school, perhaps we are in a relationship, are we career driven? Are we setting a goal in that context, right? Because this stuff plays a role. Like, how rigorous is this goal? Are you going mountain climbing? I mean, are you doing a skydiving expedition? Shout out to my skydivers. I will be doing that one day soon. And then, of course, realistic. How realistic is your goal? I believe we can do anything that we put our minds to. That's what I believe. And so when it comes to being realistic, I'm just like, you know what? It's all realistic. It just depends on which part of my life I'm looking to level up in, right? Right. And then, of course, results focused. We definitely want to track our progress. We definitely love results. Everybody loves results. I don't care what you're doing. Like, everybody loves that R word, results, right? Now, some of the results may not be what we want. However, if we put in the work, if we put in the effort and the time, we can get the results that we desire. The golden rule of goal setting: use positive language to state goals. I do affirmations every day, y'all. Every day. I got like over 65 affirmations, and I repeat them throughout the day, not in order, but by heart. They help me calm down. I know, like, if I feel angst about something, which is very rare these days because I've been doing the work and I have my tools in place, right? I keep a tool bag, metaphorically. I keep a tool bag with all my tools and skills and exercises and things that I do to just make me be a better me throughout the day. Like, that's just my regimen. So I think about how positive I am speaking to myself. And when I begin my affirmations, I'm so intentional. I say, I am, as in I am healthy. I am bold. I am flexible. I am loved. I am patient. I am kind. I am aware. I am clear-minded. See, when I do that, I start to go into a whole other spiritual place, and it feels so good. Everything's cool, everything's calm, everything's collected. Also, a part of the golden rule: focus on performance rather than the outcome. I like this a lot because a lot of folks focus on the outcome, and it's not in the outcome. It's about the actions, yours and mine, because we control that. We focus on the process because we can only control what we provide to our process. So please, do yourself a favor. Do not focus on the outcome. Let me tell you why. You will be disappointed often. You will be frustrated, okay? You may even make hasty decisions. I've done it. And no, you won't do it because I did it. However, the possibility is there. Write your goals down. We've already talked about this. Share them with others. Don't be scared about sharing your goals because you never know how much of a motivational factor you may play in your friend or a family member's life. So share your goals. Also, keep operational goals manageable and precise. That's all. Because the way we step it out, take it in bite sizes if you need to. No need to jump in with both feet. Dip your big toe in the water. Test the temperature. It's totally okay and necessary. We want to learn as much as we can from our goals, from our experiences, and going after our goals. Maybe you want a new truck. Maybe you want to go on a vacation. Maybe you want to take your first international vacation. Maybe you're overwhelmed with just thinking about, oh my gosh, all that goes into it. Hire a planning agent, a travel agent. That's a great way to start. Understand how they put it together. Ask them questions, and then maybe figure out, is there a way for you to make it cheaper for yourself? Make it fun too. It is so important that we have fun with our goals. Have fun with yourself. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares, and we will be right back. Hey, what's up, everybody? Please say a prayer for those over in Turkey and continue praying for those in Ukraine. The world, as we all know, is going through a very dark time right now. So please, let's shine a light and show love. Thank you. And until the next time, be the best versions of yourself. Peace. Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him. Welcome and thank you for being here with another great episode on another lovely Saturday. Today we're talking about goal setting. We have gone through the 4 C's: context, clarity, conditions, and commitment. The 4 P's: positive, personal, possible, and prioritized. We've even gotten into the 3 R's: rigorous, realistic, and results focused. And now we touched on the golden rule. And now we're going to go into the 6 F's, the Hefes: faith, family, fitness, finances, friends, and fun. I just mentioned fun moments ago, okay? This stuff can be really, 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 really fun if you allow it to be. Scratch that. If you want it to be, because you have the power. You got to have faith in what you're doing. You got to believe in yourself. I mentioned that at the top of the show. It is key to believe in ourselves when we are goal setting. And I mean that. Be intentional. Family, share it with family. Talk to family. Maybe family has ideas for you. Maybe family can help you with your goal setting. You ever think about that? If you don't talk about it, how they gonna know about it? You get where I'm going with this? Okay. Fitness. How are you doing? Look, you only get one body, and that's where you're gonna live forever. So, you gotta take care of yourself. You can start off small. Maybe you want to get into working out. I'll tell you how to start this. Take a walk one time every day for 5 minutes. In fact, you could do it for 60 seconds if you want. If you need to take that bite of a size, or that size of a bite, you get what I'm saying. The point is, you can break this down to where you like it. The next, finances. Is it going to cost you anything? How much is it going to cost? Because not everything costs. But I can say that the more time you put into bettering yourself, it will better things around you, and finances will be one of them. And then, of course, your friends, support system. Friends are cool to share goals with because friends many a times want to do it with you. That's really cool. You have a buddy in the mix. That's a good look. And now you've gone from being this person who was hoping to set a goal to now a person who's helping other people set goals. You're leading your friends and you didn't even ask for it, but it happened organically. And then, of course, having fun. Having fun when it comes to goal setting, when it comes to obtaining goals, when it comes to the grind of getting to a goal, fun is the best part. Be flexible with yourself. Hold space for yourself to progress, show grace, and be willing to laugh at yourself. I laugh at myself all the time. I think I'm funny as hell to me. And the cool thing is, other people think I'm funny too, but I never really considered myself a funny guy growing up. But I'm in a different season now where I'm just loving all of myself, and I'm not perfect all the time, and I don't go for perfection. Okay? I am progress. That's what I am. I am a work in progress, and I embrace that completely because I leave room to feel the humility. I leave room to know and understand that one day or maybe the next day, I may not be feeling as great as I am today. That's okay. The mere fact that I acknowledge it brings me out of that mood so much quicker. It's like, okay, I'm not feeling myself that much today, but here's the thing. I can actually change that. I have the power to change that. And the cool thing is, I got the power to change that immediately. It's all about the mindset. First thing I do in the morning when I get up is give praise. Then my affirmations, I do a body scan. I make sure I feel every part of me. Make sure I'm all there, Make sure I'm all there, right? Right. You know what I'm saying? It's very important. So in doing that, I just understand that I am on a road to my own success. It's not success based on what society says. No. I don't need society to validate me. I don't look for anybody in my orbit to validate me. I validate me. That was the goal I wanted to set, and guess what? I reached it. And just because you reach your goal doesn't mean you should just stop. Stay with it. Stay loving yourself. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. We will be right back.
Pussycat Perla here. Fluffy in the front, tight in the back. And if we going up, we going all the way up, you dig? Y'all check it here. Be sure to tune in every Saturday to new episodes of Living Your Truth with Tavares. You know what it is, baby. Pussycat Perla. Meow.
Welcome back to the show. This is Living Your Truth with Tavares. I am him, and today we're talking about goal setting. Look, effective goal setting provides direction, okay? Got to know where you're going, okay? Understand the clarity is key when it comes to goal setting. The clearer your goals, the better chances you're going to hit that target. All right? All right. Goal setting can pave a clear direction for you if it's a personal goal, or maybe you're at a company and you're a leader, right? You're a director of sorts, right? This could also be great for your employees too. See, goal setting isn't just like one dimensional. Like you can have it to better relationships, friendships, even a team at work in a corporation, small company, family-owned business. Because it's all about the intention, right? This will help people to obtain their goals when it comes to stepping them out, understanding what the objectives are, right? It allows them to have zero excuses in specific areas because everyone is on the same page. So there's no need for an excuse. There's only opportunities. We're not focused on the situation or the challenge or all that stuff. No, because we want to own and claim our victories, okay? We can't be doubting ourselves and still try to get to our goals. Now, it's okay to feel yourself. In fact, I want you to feel yourself. I want you to do the checks and the balances emotionally. I want you to feel where you are in the process at all times. Nobody is rushing you. This is about you. You can take your time with this, but do it. Maybe there's somewhere that you want to go one day. Maybe there's a language that you want to learn. I don't know. Maybe you want to play an instrument one day. Maybe a different sport. I don't know. But whatever it is, be intentional about it and give yourself space to process the experience. All right? When we set goals, it goes beyond cultivating and motivating people, or if it's a business, employees. Okay? It also helps to keep up our accountability and to understand, look, we're accountable for ourselves right now. That's great. I mean, this is the one thing that just keeps on giving, right? It keeps on giving. Using goal setting to depict clear goalposts and deadline gives not only you, but maybe employees a timeline to abide by, all right? It's a great way to work consistently and to obtain milestones while simultaneously monitoring your progress. That's pretty dope. I think it is, don't you? Well, look, I want to make sure everybody is having a great day. So please have a great day. If you have comments, questions, or concerns, or you just want to say hello, you can email me at livingyourtruthpodcast@gmail.com. If you're on the X platform, we are at LIVINUR-Truth. And if you're on TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram, we are at Living Your Truth Podcast. Goal setting is something that can help everybody, okay? It's excellent to incorporate, into your daily routines. Again, you can start small. So I encourage you to start small. I encourage you to be intentional about what you want to do. I encourage you and I gently challenge you to do it. Again, start small. It could be anything. In fact, I want to hear your feedback. So please read the description in today's podcast. Click on the Linktree link and it'll get you right to where you can email me your questions or your comments. I want your feedback on this because I know it works. And there's some people out there right now that definitely need something like this in their life. And there's some people who already do it and they're doing a great job and we love them too. So till the next time, love yourself and love each other. Be the better versions of yourself. And guess what? Live your truth. Peace.
Next time on Living Your Truth with Tavares.
Putting in the work. You gotta do it. It's your job. On the next Living Your Truth with Tavares. Be sure to email us at livingyourtruthpodcast@gmail.com. And if you're on Twitter, we are at LIVINUR-Truth. And if you're on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook, we are at Living Your Truth Podcast. Yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, Husk, what's up? living your truth.
I know what I want and I know what I need. Living my truth is really hard, but it's setting me free. Ain't got no time for the faking, cause the love is the point. If they knock me down, then I get up. Dust myself off, love myself in the best way. They want you to fall and have nothing to say. Don't make a move, don't make a move, don't make a sound, don't make a sound. I've come too far to give up now. I know that's right.
This is living your truth.